Look around you. How much of the life you're living is credited to Mother Nature? Whether it's the air we breathe, land we thrive on, or the water we drink, or whether it's the seasons throughout the year that allow us to adventure in our natural parks, swim in our oceans, admire the falling leaves, or watch the snowflakes fall from across the sky. Mother Nature created the vast Grand Canyon, the Great Mount Everest, and the luring Northern Lights. These wonders are the things that we appreciate every day. So why are we destroying the things we love?
This is an urgent message to our generation. 7.44 billion. That's the number of people on our Earth. That's the number of people who are starving, migrating, and dying because of climate change, and the number of people choking on the smog and toxic pollutants in our air. The number of people being poisoned by our contaminated water because our landfills have just grown too large.
4 billion tons. That's how much waste is going to be produced in the year of 2100. That's the amount of waste that produces the methane that scorches the earth and poisons our air with detrimental pollutants. That's how much waste that currently poisons the groundwater we depend on. And that's how much waste that will continue to fill the world around us. But now, just imagine all these problems being solved. What happens if all the waste produced could actually save us from the horrific impacts we've created in the past? How? Biofuel. But not the bad biofuel made in monoculture farms. Biofuels made from waste. Turning the 4 billion tons of waste into power could help us create electricity, fuel cars and planes, and replace fossil fuels, creating a better environment for the 7.44 billion people on this planet.
Our team Powerfuels decided to tackle problems in air, climate, land, and water, but we decided the best way to do so is through renewable biofuels. What we found, how will we target each of those individual sectors?
To improve the air, the process of wasted fuel can create ethanol fuel, which is currently compatible with 4 million cars in the US alone. By replacing petroleum and diesel fuel with ethanol, it can drastically reduce the amount of greenhouse gas emissions. In fact, 78.5% of the carbon dioxide emissions can be reduced, and 6,000 tons of methane emissions can also be reduced by the process of wasted fuel.
Next is climate. Biofuel has the potential to be carbon neutral, which means that the amount of carbon in the universe will not increase due to biofuels. Biofuels have the potential to reduce climate change if we just make the change from burning oil-based fuels to biofuel.
By turning waste into fuel, we can decrease the amount of land taken up by landfills and junkyards. In the US, every year, approximately 230 million tons of trash is produced. This is about 4.6 pounds of trash per person per day. 1 ton of waste can be used to create 70 gallons of ethanol, which can be used as fuel for cars, planes, and electricity production. We can reduce the amount of landfills in the world by creating a renewable source of energy.
Finally, for water, currently 14 billion pounds of industrial waste and garbage in our oceans. Using biofuels could prevent the pollution of our marine ecosystem and prevent the leaking of toxic chemicals into our seas and into our groundwater.
When we choose to turn waste into fuel, we choose to turn the world's trash into the world's treasure.